Hi, Taylor T. Carlson, and I'm back with another rock and roll video for you. It's final time again, and this time around, Todd La Torre, the present-day vocalist of Queensryche, who's recorded 3 albums with that group so far, has put out his first solo album. What I've got for you today here is Rejoice in the Suffering, the first solo album from Todd La Torre. Now, of course, he's been singing for Queensryche for about a decade now, and former classic vocalist Jeff Tate is off doing his own thing, and apparently he's content doing his thing and still doing a pretty good job on stage, so hats off to him. But La Torre has really breathed new life into Queensryche. When I heard he was doing a solo album due to all the inactivity in the world on account of the current pandemic we're facing, I knew I'd be first in line for it. I went ahead and pre-ordered the vinyl edition because if you watch this channel at any great length, you know that I love vinyl. We're going to unbox this thing, and then I will share a few opinions on the release. So now here's our front cover. Beautiful artwork here, and they really went for, the extra mile on the front at least, because they put it in an obi strip, which is very cool. Got the logo there, description of the item. Limited print, deluxe collector's edition, contains 3 bonus tracks, double LP, white vinyl. Mastered for vinyl, parental advisory logo, got our track list there. Sides A, B, and C are the album, with side D comprised of bonus tracks. Includes download card, English lyrics, Japanese lyrics, got our barcode there, and Rat Pack Records. There's the title and artist, artwork there. And this sticker was on the outside of the shrink wrap. I ripped mine off and just stuck it on this generic plastic sleeve. Just kind of describes the limited edition nature of the record. And then it's got, the print number here. Mine is 111. Not sure how many of these they're going to make total. Does it even say that on here? No, it doesn't, but if it's a limited release, I'm glad I got my hands on it. Now, look up the back cover. Here's our track list. Got some more pretty cool-looking artwork. And then the obi strip continues onto the back there. Copyright information down at the bottom. And now we'll go ahead and take out what's inside here. Unfortunately, one of my few disappointments with the packaging here is that this is not a gatefold. It doesn't fold open, so you've just got your 2 paper sleeves in here that contain the 2 records. So we'll go ahead and take a look at the side. Record 1 with sides A and B. Got our photo of Todd La Torre there. On the back, we have our lyrics and then all our credit information. Surprisingly, very few musicians actually played on this record. Todd La Torre, of course, does the vocals as well as the drums. His collaborator, Craig Blackwell, does guitars, bass, keyboards. And then there's guest appearances from Jordan Ziff on Rejoice in the Suffering and Asgrim Allen Nunn on One by One. And then the mixing was handled by someone named Zeus, Z-E-U-S-S. I hadn't heard that name before, but I looked him up, and apparently he's worked with some pretty high-profile artists, so that's a good thing. And then we've got record 2, which has side C and D. Side D, of course, it's just our bonus tracks. Here's Craig Blackwell, the other primary musician on here. And on the back, here we've got our Japanese credits and lyrics, which is kind of unusual, but I'm certainly not complaining. It's a pretty cool touch. So anyway, what did I think of Todd La Torre's Rejoice in the Suffering? It's definitely not going to be mistaken for a Queensryche album. It's its own animal. There are a few tracks that do sort of harken to the sound he has with Queensryche, but a lot of the stuff has a more modern edge, and it's a bit more raw and heavy than some of the Queensryche stuff. I mean, some of the vocals on here almost kind of reminded me of Rob Halford from Judas Priest. So I kind of like that it's got that classic metal sound, but it also kind of modernizes as well. It's not just a retread of the past. And La Torre, I think, is a very underrated singer. I see all these people out there that are bashing the current version of Queensryche because Jeff Tate's not their singer anymore. I guarantee you almost none of those people have actually sat down and listened to this guy sing, because he's a kick-ass vocalist, and he proved it on 3 studio records from Queensryche so far, and he certainly proves it on his first solo album. I wouldn't say this is a perfect release, but as far as solo debuts go, I'm certainly not complaining, and I think fans of La Torre and everything he's done so far will be pleasantly surprised with what's to be had here. Since I don't think I showed it off earlier in the video too, here's a picture of the digital download card that comes with the album. And don't try this code, because I already redeemed mine, because I want to listen to it in my car and burn it to a CD. But I'm glad they at least threw that in, because I don't think enough artists and labels do this with vinyl releases. Are you a fan of Todd La Torre? What do you think of the stuff he's done with Queensryche? How did you like this solo album if you picked it up? Comment down below and let me know what you think. Also remember to subscribe to my channel for more content, because I'm always posting new videos. And give this one a like if you found it helpful or interesting. I'm Taylor T. Carlson, and I will see you next time.